happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I have my camera or my MacBook in front of me. And we are going to hold on. We're gonna go ahead and get started shortly. I pray that you all had a fantastic day. I think I got off. Did I, Jesus? Nope, I did not get off. Okay. Alrighty. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Let me just say this. I pray that you all had a fantastic day. I pray that you are well. I pray that your family is well. I pray that you found joy on today, regardless of what you have experienced or are experiencing. I pray that you saw the positive in everything that came your way, regardless of how challenging it was. I pray that you are healthy. I pray that you are making healthy choices in your relationships, in your foods, in the way that you treat yourself. It is Tuesday. So for those of you all who do not know me, my name is Dr. JaNee Mobley. I'm affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, and I help professional women who lack focus and fulfillment walk in self-confidence and self-awareness so that they'll have the confidence and the boldness to go for it and walk in their authority. Before I get started, let me just make sure I have a setting on really quickly. Let's see here. And I promise y'all, we will not be on here long at all. Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, we're good. Alrighty. All right. Okie dokie. Okay, alrighty. So tonight I wanted to talk about how to keep going, and I should have added growing even when challenges are something that you are faced with. And if you all haven't, make sure you subscribe to my channel and share this live with about 2 or 3 people. Again, my name is Dr. JaNee Mobley. I'm affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, and I help professional women who lack focus and fulfillment achieve self-confidence and success so that they'll have the boldness to walk in their authority and go for the things that they desire in life. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you share this live and subscribe to my channel. So I want to give you all 3 tips on the things that how you can continue to grow and to keep going even when challenges come. How many of you all are challenged with something right now? How many of you all are faced with some level of difficulty? It may not be something huge, but it may be a level of difficulty. Hi, good evening, the King Experience. Good morning. Thank you for being honest. How many of you all are encountering some type of challenge right now? It can be personal, it can be health, it can be relationship wise, it can be career wise. And I want to share with you all 3 strategies that are really simple that can cover and help you on how to keep going and how to keep growing. Because one of the things that I know to be true is that our goal is to, which of course can affect how you pass a math test, right? But how can we keep growing and excelling and prospering? Because when you look up, I believe it's the Greek meaning of prosper, it also means to progress. And one of the things that I know to be true, as human beings, we are created to progress. We are created to move forward. We are not created to remain stagnant. And one thing that happens is when life challenges come our way, how many of you all have gotten discouraged and you stopped? Right? You may be working on a project, you may be working on going back to school, and then a challenge comes and you just stop. Right? Because a lot of us have never been taught on how to keep going and how to keep growing, although we experience challenges. Again, for those of you all who are just coming in, my name is Dr. JaNee Mobley. I'm affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, and I help professional women and some amazing men who lack focus and fulfillment achieve self-confidence and success so that they'll have the boldness to go for it and walk in their authority. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and share this live with about 3 or 4 people. So, how do we keep going and how do we keep growing? I think growth is the most important aspect as we encounter challenges. The first thing is that we must understand that the challenges that we face are not necessarily, we have to look at the way that the challenge is coming to us, right? We have to look at challenges differently. And one of the things that I have understood, every challenge that I have encountered in my life has allowed me to grow in some way if I allow it to, right? A challenge comes to do 2 things, my belief. It can either stop you or it can force you to grow. Again, a challenge can come to stop you by discouraging you, by making you just stop and just throw your hands up and give up. And sometimes we do need to surrender. And surrender is also a part of growth because many people are trying to control things. How many of you all are controllers? Like you just want to control everything, every aspect of your life, everything. Like you want it to go every specific way. I know I was that person. But you have to look at challenges as an opportunity. How can I, that's the first mindset shift. How can I grow in spite of what I'm experiencing right now? How can I become better in spite of how I'm feeling or the disappointment that I face? I remember about 14 years ago, I was fired from my job. And then about a week later, my husband was fired from his job and we became homeless. Right. And I could have looked at that as a woe is me. I could have been devastated. I could have pointed fingers. I could have blamed everybody. But I saw an opportunity to grow. I saw an opportunity to take a magnifying glass and look at myself. I saw an opportunity. And because of that, we were able to not only put the pieces of our lives back together again, but to build an even better life than what we had before we were fired from our jobs. So number one is you have to make sure that you look at every challenge as an opportunity to grow instead of discouragement, instead of defeat. And I understand that life can be overwhelming. Trust me, I get it. I've heard a lot of people talking about the state of the country and so forth. And here is the thing that I want you all to understand. I don't care where you live. Here's the question that you have to ask yourself. Who can you control? Can you control the leader of your country? Can you control the leaders of your specific state, country, city, wherever you're staying? Can you control them? You can only control, somebody point to myself, somebody type in the chat, me. You can only control you. You can't control other people's decisions. You can't control what other people do, but you can definitely control you. And here is the thing. The powerful and the exciting thing about that is you get to change your outcome by making the right choices. Okay. So number one, in order to have the ability and the capacity to keep going and growing in spite and despite what you're experiencing in life right now is you have to see it as an opportunity. What is the opportunity in this for me to grow? I don't care what you're looking at. I don't care what difficulty. What is the opportunity right now? What failure, what losses, what is my opportunity right now? Because if you allow it to, it positions you to become a better person than you were before you face whatever the difficulty was. Right? Number two, and I promise y'all I will not be long. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Again, for those of you all who do not know me, my name is Dr. JaNee Mobley, and I help professional women who lack focus and fulfillment achieve self-confidence, self-awareness so that they'll have the boldness to go for it and walk in their authority. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Number two, in order to keep going and growing in spite and despite challenges, you have to have the right community and connections. People do not realize the power of the right connection. And I'm on my cell phone right now doing this live, but behind it, I have a ring light. The ring light is on because my ring light is plugged into an energy source, a power source. The only way that this light will be able to come on is because it's plugged into a power source, right? And when it's plugged into that power source, it illuminates, it comes on, it's able to work effectively. Here's my question to you. Who are you connected to? Who is in your community that you're plugged into that lights you up even when you feel darkness? Who in your community brings out the best in you? Who in your community or your connections or the person that you're talking to most frequently is making you into a better person? You cannot expect to be able to keep going and definitely cannot grow if you're not connected to the right people. You have to have the right community. Community is so important for success. Community is so important for growth. I remember my first business coach, Dr. Darnyelle Jervey Harmon. If you don't know her, look her up. She's absolutely amazing. She used to always say that you cannot see the picture if you are the frame. I'm going to say that again. Dr. Darnyelle Jervey Harmon, and she's also on YouTube. Absolutely amazing, wise woman. Her movement is movement to millions. She's all about helping people to create $1 million businesses, right? 7 and 8 figure businesses. And she always would say, you cannot see the picture when you are the frame. Meaning that you need people in your life who see things about you that you are denying or things about you that you can't see about you. Who in your life is that person for you? And how does this affect your growth? Well, when somebody sees something in you, right, where you may be hiding, they call you out on it and it gives you the opportunity to course correct and make better decisions. So I'll even use me as an example. As a coach, I have a coach. I absolutely love my current coach, right? And whenever we meet, I actually have 2 coaches. Whenever we meet, I am very vulnerable and I'm very honest. Why do I show up in that way? Because I want them to tell me what's wrong with me. I want them to be able to tell me things in me where they think I'm hiding and where they think I am holding back. Call me out. Who in your life calls you out? Because they want you to be better. Yeah, they see the difficulty that you're going through, but they love you enough and they're vested in your success enough to say, you holding back. No, you need to come back to this idea that you had. I remember even back to the story I shared with you all and share with others at the beginning. While we were homeless, I had people in my life. I'm one of those type of people initially where when I was going through something, I couldn't fake it. Like, you know, some women can just fake it and you probably won't have a clue of what they were going through. Baby, I carried it. And I had a dear friend who approached me and she corrected me and encouraged me to shift my appearance. We were homeless and it was challenging, right? Especially I had never been homeless before as an adult and it was challenging, but her calling me out made me rise to the occasion. I could have got offended. And here is the thing. When you have people in your life who are vested in your success and they want you to truly succeed, how many of you all want to succeed? Drop a 2 in the chat or drop success, right? If you truly want to be successful, you have to be able to receive correction. You have to be able to receive constructive criticism. You have to be able to hear someone be honest with you about what they see concerning you, with the goal of making you better. So number one, remember we talked about, in order to be able to go and most importantly to grow as you encounter challenges, you have to see the opportunity for growth in the challenge. Number two, you have to be connected to the right people. Community is important. One thing that I love about God is that even when Jesus left this physical earth, he still ensured that there was a piece of himself, a piece of Jesus in all of those who believed. No man is an island. And anything big, you cannot build by yourself. If you can build it by yourself, I don't know who said this, but if you can build it by yourself, you're dreaming and you're big and you're thinking too small. Number two, one of the biggest things that really helped me, I got my numbers all jacked up. 3, right? Like bruh man from the 5th floor. Right? So I cracked my own self up. So one of the things that I practice daily, whether my life is going absolutely fantastic or whether things are not going absolutely the way that I want them to go, welcome as you all come on in. Make sure you share this live with about 2 or 3 people. Again, I am Dr. JaNee Mobley, affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, who helps professional women who lack focus and fulfillment achieve self-confidence and success so that they'll have the boldness to go for it and walk in their authority. Right? Is that I practiced gratitude. And I know we hear this like, oh, everybody talks about gratitude. Let me tell you something. Let me give you a perspective. How do you feel when somebody appreciates you? Unless you are dead, okay? No pulse. It makes you feel amazing. To say thank you shifts you from a place, unless something is wrong, right? Unless you're just in a bad mood, it shifts your perspective. So when you're grateful and you begin to list all of the things that you are grateful for, it shifts your perspective of all of the things that are going wrong to all of the things that are actually right. It makes you realize that, hey, what I'm going through is a lot of great things that are going on, except this one thing. Because what happens sometimes is when you're in difficulty, all you see is the difficulty. Can I get an amen? Right? You see the challenge. You see the hardship. You see that there ain't enough money. You see that the bill's coming in. You see that this is going wrong and that is going wrong. But when you begin to shift and have the perspective of, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful to have peace in my life. I'm grateful for those around me. I'm grateful that I can walk, I can talk, I can blink, I can get up and still make money. I'm grateful for the money that's coming in. I'm grateful for the ideas that I have. I'm grateful for the wisdom. It begins to make you realize I have so much more than what I think I have right now. But when you stay in circumstance, which is nothing but something that you have encased yourself in that's challenging, that's all you see. So how are you going to be able to grow if you always fix your mind to be set on everything that's going wrong and every challenge that you have? So it's vital if you want to go, and especially if you want to grow, one, you have to see the opportunity and whatever the difficulty is. How can I become better? How can I become a better person? Yeah, this mistake happened. Yeah, I'm here. But how can I become better? There is always an opportunity. Remember, one of the greatest things about human beings is that we are creative. Everything that you see, somebody created. So there was a problem before there was a creation. That is exciting. So this tells me that even the difficulty that you're in, there's still a diamond, there's still an opportunity in the situation for you to create a solution, for you to do something better. Even for me, I wrote a book, 40 Days to a Better You. When my husband and I transitioned, we were just moving back into our own place. I was a first-time mom, and I wrote this book while I was nursing our son. I didn't have no job. I ain't had no income coming in, and I didn't know nothing about writing a book. But guess what I did? I knew how to write. And what I did was I wrote and I talked about how to become better every single day. So there was an opportunity even in my husband and I being homeless. Where's your opportunity in the situation that you're facing right now? I heard Dr. Myron Golden, another amazing man. If you're not following him on YouTube and everywhere else, baby, put him in your algorithm. The man is so full of wisdom, okay? But he talks about there being a diamond. He had a D for it, but a diamond in the thing that you are experiencing right now. So where's the opportunity for you to grow, to become better? Number two, who do you need to connect with so that you don't fall off? Who do you need to connect with that's going to push you along the way when you want to pull back and give up? And lastly, gratitude. Let me tell y'all, gratitude is your greatest superpower. If you want to shift your mood, start saying what you're thankful for. Start saying who you're thankful for. Go back to the person when you were in school who helped you on an assignment that you were about to fail on. Go back to when you were in school and you knew you were doing something that you shouldn't have been doing and you should have gotten in trouble, but whoever that administrator, teacher, counselor was helped you out instead of throwing you under the rug. Instead of throwing you to the wolves. What are those things? Because it has a way of shifting your perspective. What are those things? What are those experiences in your life that you can say, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that person. I'm grateful for that experience. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have gone through homelessness. And I can say that now being on the other side because I found that there was opportunity for growth for me. And here's the thing. It helps me to encourage y'all. Right? Let me tell y'all something. This Thursday, I want to make sure I pulled this plug in. This Thursday, I am hosting the Fulfillment Formula Masterclass. Y'all, this masterclass is for the person who knows that they lack fulfillment. How many of you all know that you know that there's something missing? You know that there's something better for you and you haven't tapped into it because you give all of your energy and majority of your time to everybody else and leave yourself neglected. I'm giving you a simple formula, and this masterclass is free. The only thing that it costs is your time. It's only going to cost you 60 to 90 minutes of your time. The link is below. Click it. This masterclass is for the person who is ready to take 2026 and years beyond by storm by walking and living a fulfilled life. Living a whole life, not based on the opinions of others, not based on what other people have said or what their depiction or picture of what success or fulfillment looks like, but what it is for you. Make sure you join me there. Click the link below and join me for the Fulfillment Formula Masterclass, okay? So I'm going to wrap this up, right? I want you all to make sure that before you go to bed tonight, this is a quick homework assignment. Identify, I love the number 3 and I love the number 7. So I want you to identify 3 things or 3 people or 3 experiences that you are grateful for. And as you close out tonight, you're going to close from a place of abundance because you're going to realize that you lack nothing. You have so much more than the challenges that you're faced with. If you haven't already, make sure again you subscribe to my channel and click the link below and join me for the Fulfillment Formula Masterclass. I am Dr. JaNee, and I'll see you all next time. And remember to know your worth and walk in your mandate. Good night.